Can you become a registered sex offender for taking out the trash? A real-life example. A man in St. Petersburg, Florida most certainly did, way back in 1996, cleaning out his girlfriend's deceased father's estate that had a lifetime's worth of stuff in it, and he loaded up a lot of it in that shared dumpster in the alley behind their new home. And so then a 16-year-old neighbor boy was caught red-handed by his mother watching pornography, and the boy admitted he got the porno movie from digging in the nearby and fully loaded dumpster in the alley. So the police were immediately called, and the perpetrator of the trash deposits was promptly arrested. And he was even looking at the possibility of 5 years in prison and probation. So he hired a local attorney and a professor at Stetson Law, Jeff Brown. And so with his help, he received a plea agreement for a $2 fine and early term probation. But before the probation ended, he was retroactively put on the sex offender registry. So ever since that retroactive placement on the sex offender registry, this man, Mr. Robert Benz, has been living under the most despicable of all labels ever known to mankind as a registered sex offender, and all the pain, agony, and duress it causes. So with sex offender flyers about him passed out all over his neighborhood, and he's even put on the Sex Offender Watch public access TV channel, and so has even received outright death threats, and even had his car set on fire, and was in the county jail for a year for just not having homeless on his address on his sex offender's driver's license, and really only because the driver's license office was not able or willing to keep up with that new requirement. And so still with that charge of distribution of pornography to a minor, most people think of him as raping children or producing kiddie porn or both. And so now he is even still shunned from family and friends, still despised by neighbors, and still harassed by police, and still unable to ever gain employment, and always living under those inescapable, always changing and increasing legal requirements of that retroactive regulatory scheme, that scheme that openly perverts those constitutional protections from ex post facto laws, and all because somehow it's passed off as somehow non-punitive and civil, and even seriously explained off as something as simple as just renewing a gym membership. And the really unbelievable part is he was even granted complete clemency from the then governor of Florida, Jeb Bush, back in 2005. And even that could not even help this man from this great never-ending injustice of being a lifetime registered sex offender and the inescapable, always increasing requirements of that retroactive regulatory scheme. And I really doubt that even a full pardon from the President of the United States could even get this man off this inescapable retroactive regulatory scheme thing. So if you find you or anyone you know ever have to dispose of yours or even somebody else's material that should never ever get into the hands of any 16-year-old boys or girls, you should maybe make absolutely sure and be completely certain that they are completely destroyed, incinerated, or buried, and most certainly not put in any trash receptacle that has any public access, or you or someone you know could very well be the next addition to that ever-expanding sex offender registry. Think it can happen to you or somebody you know? Or something somewhat similar and just as stupid? Maybe you could share this short little video and someone you or they know will maybe help someone from becoming the next despised and hated sex offender. Well, be careful out there. That ever-expanding sex offender registry is just not what it should be. Well, thanks for watching.